What would you do if, when you looked in the mirror, you saw your twin brother trapped there? That's what happened to Adana. Adana lived a heavy routine of loneliness and pain. In the small village where she grew up, being the daughter of Chijiok the doctor was a burden. The father, always serious and authoritarian, did not show affection. The mother, Ngozi, seemed oblivious to her daughter's emotions, too busy to notice signs of sadness. At school, the suffering continued. Tond, known as the leader of the bullies, made Adana his favorite target. "Hey Adana, do you think someone will ever like you? I don't think even your family likes it," he mocked, making others laugh. Adana tried to hold her ground, but even her closest friend, Kahind, contributed to the emotional toll. "You need to stand up for yourself, Adana, or everyone will keep walking all over you," Kahind said, but in a tone that sounded more like contempt than advice. One night, alone in her room, Adana sat in front of the cracked mirror. She looked at her reflection and whispered, "Why does this always happen to me? Why can't anyone really see me?" Suddenly, something strange happened. The reflection began to change. It was her face, but with a completely different expression. Firmer, almost threatening. "Finally, you can see me," said the reflection. Adana was scared. Who are you?" "I'm Amaka, your sister," the twin he abandoned. Adana stood still, unable to process what she heard. "That's impossible. I'm an only child." Amaka laughed, but not out of joy. "You know that's not true. Ask your father. He threw me away, but I never left you. I was here always watching." The revelation was the start of it all. Adana stared at the mirror, her heart racing. "What do you mean you're my sister? Is this some kind of trick?" Amaka replied, her voice filled with pain. "It's no trick. I was abandoned by our father at birth. He decided that because of my appearance, I was not worthy of life. But my spirit remained, and I saw it all, Adana. The contempt, the silence, the humiliations you endure daily. This needs to end." Adana felt a mix of fear and curiosity. "What do you want from me? Why are you telling me this now?" Amaka approached in the reflection, eyes fixed. "I want to fix what you can't. Trade places with me for 7 days. I will face your enemies, reveal the truths that need to come to light, and bring justice." Adana hesitated. "But what if you hurt someone? What if that just makes things worse?" "Trust me," Amaka insisted. "You've already suffered enough for people who don't deserve it. Let me help." The decision was difficult, but Adana felt something inside her tell her it was the right thing to do. 7 days, she agreed, voice low. When he woke up the next morning, something was different. Amaka now inhabited her body, and Adana watched from the other side of the mirror. At school, Amaka faced Kahind first. "You always pretended to be Adana's friend, but I know who you really are," he declared in front of everyone. Kahind tried to defend himself, but Amaka had proof of his lies and falsifications. Within minutes, the truth came out, leaving Kahind humiliated. Adana watched from the other side of the mirror as Amaka continued her relentless revenge. Every action was precise, every word a well-aimed arrow. At school, Tun was next. Amaka exposed his cheating in the final exams, which resulted in his expulsion. But to Adana's shock, Togchekwu, the only one who had ever defended her, was caught up in the scandal. "Why did you do that?" Adana screamed in the mirror that night. Togchekwu was innocent. He didn't deserve this. Amaka sighed, looking tired. "It was a mistake. I was so focused on getting justice that I ended up hurting someone good. That happens when you fight fire with fire." At home, revenge against Chijiok took on greater proportions. Amaka revealed her father's secrets, exposing cases of corruption in the hospital where he worked. Complaints quickly reached the community, and Chijiok was removed from his duties as a doctor. Ngozi, devastated, confronted her husband. "You lied to me all these years. How did you have the courage to hide the existence of our daughter?" she screamed, tears streaming. Chijiok was silent, unable to defend himself. Days later, he left the house, ruined and isolated. Meanwhile, Adana felt the weight of the consequences. "Amaka, everything is falling apart. My life was difficult, but now it seems irreparable," she said, with tears in her eyes. Amaka replied softly, I wanted to right the wrongs, but maybe I went too far. It was a moment of pain for both, marking the point where revenge and regret intersected. Adana looked at the mirror, feeling the weight of everything that had happened in the last few days. Amaka, what you did destroyed my family. How can I move on from this? On the other side, Amaka was serious, but her voice was full of emotion. I never wanted to hurt you, Adana. I just wanted you to have the strength I never had. But sometimes, trying to fix the past only creates more pain. The truth finally emerged in a tear-filled conversation. Amaka revealed the details of the abandonment. Our father saw me as a problem to be discarded. He took away my chance to live, and I've carried that pain ever since. But what hurt most was seeing you suffering alone, the same way I suffered. Adana felt a tightness in her chest. You're my sister. I would give anything for things to be different, for you to have had the chance to truly be here with me. Amaka smiled, sad but sincere. I always have been, and now it's time for me to leave. My mission here is over. You know the truth, and that's enough for me. Adana tried to reach her, but the reflection started to disappear. Wait, don't go. I need you. Amaka's last words were a whisper. You are stronger than you think. Live for both of us. With Amaka gone, Adana felt both loss and rebirth. He decided to rebuild his relationship with his mother, apologize to Tokchekwu, and find the strength to be a better person, even in the face of pain. The sister's story became a living memory within Adana, a reminder that love can emerge even in the most difficult situations, bringing light after the darkness. If you enjoyed this video, please help us grow by subscribing to this humble channel. And if you'd like to watch more videos like this, we prepared the next video especially for you. Click here to watch.